Welcome to Base Sunday. Good to have you on board, folks. I'm your host, Frank Malico. Great show for you. Ever wonder what you might do when you hit the ripe old age of 80, say 82? Well, our first guest got a little restless and decided to start a whole new career at age 82. He's a proud Oaklander via Watsonville, where he was born. He started writing and writing and writing some more. We got a lot of books in front of us. He's since published 3 novels, all anchored in Oakland, and a self-book on self-publishing. His latest thriller is called Justice for Joshua. Let's say hi to author Richard Wren, and we go back a couple of years. Richard, good to have you on the program.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. So, 61 years in the insurance biz.
I have a question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
You said something about some old, where's the old guy you said was going to be on the show?
I'm not old guy. You reinvented yourself.
I'm the old guy?
You're full of wisdom. How's that sound?
Okay.
Well, 61 years in life insurance, and all of a sudden you're a writer now. What happened?
That's a good question. I really have no idea. Just sat down, decided to start writing, and did. It came easy to me, actually. People say, how do you write so much so often and so on? It's no problem. To me, it's easy.
Yeah.
But I just had an urge to write, so I started, but I had no experience writing.
Well, you raised 4 daughters, and you were quite the storyteller, I understand, too. They throw you a word, and you'd start...
you heard that story, yeah.
I did. I did my
homework.
homework.
They were getting ready for bed and sitting there and in the bed, and I'm sitting beside them, and they want a story. So instead of reading a story, I'd say, well, give me a subject, and they'd say something like maybe hamburger. I'd make up a story about a hamburger whose lifelong ambition was to become a T-bone steak or something. Silly stuff. But that's kind of what I do now.
But now you're more of a mystery man. You're a novel. Justice for Joshua, your latest book.
Yeah.
And your main character, Joshua Rogan. Tell us about him. He's a park ranger out of Yosemite. And you kind of incorporate a lot of your friends and families.
Yeah. Everybody in my book is based upon somebody I know.
Okay.
Hopefully they don't always recognize themselves.
Sure.
But yeah, I really enjoy putting disparate people together into, I don't like the same old, cops and robbers type stuff. So I've got, in my first book, for example, I have it's kind of a retired Hell's Angel coupled up with a very young kind of virginal type sailor. And they have to overcome their differences and work together in order to get out of a murder charge on them. So it's, different people putting together into different environments and so on. The one you asked about is a Yosemite Park ranger who's thrust into a murder mystery type thing. He happens to have a whole lot of experience in martial arts and so on. Mm-hmm. So I enjoy putting different kind of people together.
And martial arts come from your daughter. Is she a black belt now?
Brown belt.
Brown belt, working on the black.
Right, yeah. And I have a son-in-law who is a retired policeman. Then I have a close friend that's a retired Hell's Angel. So yeah, I draw upon those people personally and individually, and I call them up if I need advice.
Talk about your main character, Joshua Rogan, now.
Okay. Joshua is a, let's see, well, kind of hard to describe him. Joshua is the ranger, Yosemite Park ranger.
Yosemite Park ranger.
Yeah, he starts out, they're on their honeymoon. And starts out, and they, one thing leads to another. His wife gets shot in a, I hate to say this about Oakland, but she gets shot in a drive-by shooting in Oakland. Mm-hmm. And so he has to come down and take care of her, but at the same time he gets really upset with the people that shot him, and police aren't doing much, so he does.
Right.
And he wades in, and he has a lot of experience. He's, they become very personal to me. They're friends now. So
I guess so. I guess so. You've written 3 books. What's it like? Do you sit down, and I've been with you in your office before in Oakland, but do pages just come onto the computer for you? How long does it take to write a book?
Oh, 8 months to a year, usually. So I have a routine. I sit down usually after breakfast and I do something. I try to get about 3 or 4 pages done a day, not a lot.
Yeah.
It will stretch out. Sometimes at night I'll watch TV with one eye and be writing the book with the other eye.
Do you have a beginning, middle, and the end, or do you just kind of let it go?
No, I just go. It's kind of like life. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today predicts tomorrow. Sometimes tomorrow predicts yesterday, because what I may have you do today, I have to go back 10, 15, 20, or 100 pages and set the stage so that what happens today makes sense.
Well, maybe you need to put a newscaster in one of these books, huh?
I could.
I'm kidding. Well, your first book, Casey Slip, actually, they've got a screenplay now, and it's being bandied about Hollywood, right?
Also on the front side, there's a little finalist side there. It got a national award from the. Well, let me see there. It's
right there. It's the finalists, the Indie Excellence Finalist Book Awards.
Independent Awards Excellent. It's a national award. This came in second among the nation, in the whole country. It was kind of a little bit of pride there for me.
I guess so. And finally, people out there, that may have retired, what advice do you give to them?
Well, to me, I enjoy getting up in the morning, having a lot to do, and excited about doing it. And a lot of people I talk to don't have that, and I kind of feel sorry for them. So something to do is great. Writing is an idea, and I have a lot of people that have worked with my book here a little bit on beginning the writing career in their older ages.
Sure.
And it's kind of nice.
I guess so.
For me, it's great.
Well, we'll see you next year with a couple more books, I guess, right?
At least one.
Okay. Richard, what a pleasure.
Frank,
Good
thank you much. Yeah, nice to see you.
You stay right there. And for more information about Justice for Joshua, log on to rlrin.com. That's rlrin.com. Back with more Bay Sunday right after the break. Stay there, and you stay there. Okay.
Good.